Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars The Pit Modded. We will continue our Hiver run shortly, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to show off a new character that's been added in 2.3 of the mod. She's based on the Tarka Ranger, and it's the Assassin. She is very powerful. Starts with a MAB, silenced pistol, and a blow dart rifle, so she's very stealthy and can take out strong enemies. And she has naturally built-in cloaking up to 5 spaces, I believe, and she makes less noise, and she comes with a stealth suit. How is all this balanced? Well, she's as squishy as the Leer, and currently she plays a lot like the Leer, where you are very powerful, but if you're not careful, you will die. And I'll probably do a playthrough of her after I inevitably die on Rapari here, but let's continue. Alright. I did improve the accuracy of the pepper box a little bit. It seemed like it was very inaccurate. Almost worthless, even with decent pistol skill. And I did change the extra damage that gets applied to both insane and seriously modes. In Vanilla Pit, if you are an insane, you get one, or enemies get 1 extra penetration per floor. So on floor 40, you can add 40 penetration to every attack. For seriously, it's 2 per floor. So by floor 40, 80 extra points of penetration. I changed this to added damage per floor, mainly because penetration doesn't affect weapons the same way. Things like the shotgun bearers, they become much more powerful because their low penetration weapons suddenly have penetration. While things like laser rifles, it doesn't matter as much. I wanted something that was more universally applied across all enemy types. Alright. We are loaded. We have our armor. I haven't played in a few days, so let me just take a look at my equipment here. I did get adamantium. We have a decent amount of food. And a little bit of ammo, and our armor is not looking great. But we do have a polymer infuser. And we have 6 EMP grenades, which is awesome. Let's head to the next floor. We got a bear and a beast virus and a voracious Zool pup. The bear is by far the most dangerous, so we're going to go ahead and flamer him. I don't think there's a way I can hit more than just him. Thankfully, this Zool pup got in the way, so I'm going to step to this side. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten diseased yet. Hey, lucky us. After you hear that noise, the bear will run away. And he's dead. And we got a raw meat. We're going to go to the right first, because clearly the exit will be to the left, and we want to limit backtracking as much as possible. I now remember that the biggest handicap on this run is we only have 1 med patch, so we can't get ourselves in too dangerous a situation. And our lockpicking is still very low, so we'll make sure to try to unlock as many doors as possible. Do not want to set off an alarm yet, especially with the security room right here. I'm gonna get this guy's attention. Thankfully we didn't get poisoned. Alright. A little bit of positioning, we were able to get the first shot on him. I'm just going to take a little look around here. Now, one thing I have been thinking about for the mod in general is how many floors should the pit have? Originally it had 30. With gold, I believe or it could have been Mind Games, I'm not sure which one, it went to 40 floors per level. Which, in my opinion, is just way too much. Everything past 30 gets to be a bit of a grind. And I'm trying to reduce grindy things as much as possible in this mod. But I'd be interested to hear what other people think about the length of it. I did check on some of the reviews on Steam, and the length of the 40 floors did get mentioned a few times on negative reviews. I don't know if this is real, but I'm going to see if I can use this flamer to get both him and not hit him. I'm going to guess around here. Hey, it works. Good. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but the stun status now actually affects your skills, your combat skills, the way it used to originally. Well, let's see. I want to check if I can shoot the flamethrower here. So I can hit that spot, and that spot. Oh, and I was still stunned. That was not a good move. I believe I can't shoot this with the flamer, so I'm going to try. And I'm nearly dead. But they are dead as well. Let's go ahead up and rest. This is my first time ever recording playthroughs, so I definitely find that I'm not playing as well as I normally do, because I'm trying to think of commentary, and not trying to take too long to think. Normally when I play, I can sit here and stare at my inventory for 10 minutes just figuring out what the best plan is. Any other changes that have been made? I did buff memory optimizers. They now give you 4 times experience gain for the time that they're active. I don't remember how long that is. Maybe 50 turns? Something like that. Lightning grenades, which I don't have, but typically you just throw away because they're worthless, are now worth something. Who is that? Ah, that's a maintenance master. Normally these are red in vanilla, but I changed them to green to match the spawns that they have. And this is one of the really large changes that I made. Normally you have to back yourself up to a wall to fight these guys, because they'll spawn right behind you and immediately steal. Now, the way it works is they will try to spawn as close to him as they can, but not within 10 tiles of you. So likely they're going to spawn, like, here. So you never have to be backed up to a wall. You never have to worry about them stealing on the first turn that they're activated. It acts more like this maintenance master actually did call for help from somewhere on the level and they came running. Now what to do? We avoid getting paralyzed, so I'm gonna hang around the corner here. How many hit points do I have left? 50? That should hopefully be enough. You can see he spawned here, which was which was about 10 spaces away before I moved. No one back there. Isn't it lovely? Alright. Thankfully these guys aren't too big of a problem for Rapari with his stellar melee. Oh, there's the last one. He got the drop on me a little bit, but we're okay. Alright, back to resting. As I was saying, lightning grenades have been changed. They are now not terribly high damage, but extremely high penetration. My logic for that was lightning doesn't really care about armor, it's just going to conduct straight through it. So they're very good at taking out extremely difficult enemies like the Rapari warbots or the heavy security bots. But they have a small range. I believe it's only 2 or 3. So I think it's just this square, basically. They do damage to everything, but more damage to cyborgs, and then even more to mecha, given that they're electricity-based. astute viewers may notice that even though I'm on floor 8, I'm only on level 6. That is because of a bug that I have since fixed. I wanted to make it so that you always got credit for kills that allies gave you. And also, you got credit for enemies that died from stat drain. Before, if you say you had an E-Shock knife and you poisoned them, you poisoned a Cyber Jaeger bear and it died, you wouldn't get any credit, no experience for it. In the process of giving that experience and also giving you credit when your turrets or allies kill something, I put in a bug unintentionally where I wasn't getting experience for my first kills. And since first kills give you a lot of experience, that has cost me dearly. That has since been fixed. So hopefully we can catch up. I'm not sure how many bots are alive still. I gotta spend one more assault flamer. I think I'm actually just gonna step in, try to melee these guys and save a little ammo. We're gonna wait for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. Huh. Oh. There we go. Since there's only one spot in this room he can see me from at this angle, he has to go here. Or here. But he has to go close. And then I can kill him. Here's the moment of truth. We might actually get a new weapon. Which would be awesome. Are you real? You are real. 50-50 shot. No dice. Ooh. I have no energy cells. I'm actually going to come back in a little bit. Hopefully we can find some way of recharging our tool. Ugh. Here you can see he has a larger vision radius than I do, so he was able to get the drop on me. Now he's confused, and he's not coming towards me. He's deciding to... Thankfully there's nothing left in this room he can come after, or he can destroy. When... a lot of guys coming now, huh? Good boy. We want to get 3 tiles away. Oh, sorry, I'm super zoomed out here. I want to get 3 tiles away to make sure if we did kill him, we don't want the spawns to get a shot on us. Now that we've injured him a bit, we are going to do it the old-fashioned way. Ouchie. Pick up all of our things. I just remember I think I had base paste, which we wasted a couple of, but not too big of a deal. He's dead. He was kind enough to kill the Tarka. Sadly didn't drop anything. Alright, let's see if we can lock this guy in here. Does not appear so, unfortunately. Another change that's been made is I added the ability to have more than 100 increments for RNG. basically, I wanted to be able to make things less rare than 1%, say half a percent, and that's what I've done to the weapon drops that can come from enemies. So those security bots they now have a half of a percent chance to drop their weapons. 1% seemed like a bit much in my playthroughs. I was inevitably getting a couple. There we go. I was inevitably getting one by floor 9 or 10. I don't know if that was just good luck on my part, but... we maybe did. We maybe did. I believe this will heal. And that will heal. And I don't have my armor on, which is very stupid. Alright, we lived, but now we have no insta-healing. I could go upstairs and rest. That's probably the right thing to do. Hopefully he didn't take a shot on this there. Probably gonna want to expend a grenade. Probably an EMP on that guy. Be nice if we could get more enemies in the blast. But we really do have to be concerned about our food here. And since we have no insta-healing, I don't want to get next to him to a point where I can't throw a grenade at him well. Although I suppose with the EMPs it wouldn't really matter. Let me reacquaint myself here. What else do we have? We do have... well, we need to make a spore dagger and then a spore spear. Or spore lance, I think I called it. Neither of these have been identified, but we do have the materials to make one diagnostic chip. Sadly, we probably don't have the skill to do it, but we can try. Anything new I can say about these? I reduced the cost of Reflect from 220 to 180. And I'm trying to think of what to do with the Manifestation class. Obviously, duplication has to go. It's just very unroguelike. Considering making it a firebomb attack. Dissolve is okay, but it's not particularly interesting. I believe it just harms props and doors and stuff like that. This whole tree starts at 50, which is basically means there's only a couple classes that can use it. Can we get out of his vision? No, we cannot. Let's go ahead and use an EMP here. Now, I do not yet have telekinesis, so I can't close this door. It doesn't look like anyone's aggroed on me yet. And we got him. Ooh, and we got energy cells, too. And you know what we're gonna do with that? I'm gonna go get us a weapon. Hopefully. Please, game. 96% chance. What did we get? We got more EMP grenades. And a backpack that we can't use. Here you can see the backpacks are smaller. It looks dumb, but... it makes way more sense to me that the backpack would be smaller than the laser rifle that can contain it. So that was not great. We don't have a lockpick, right? No we do not, so almost no chance of opening that. We do have that, though, so we have a chance of making... we have 10 EMP grenades. We do have a chance of making the spore items. Alright, let's see what this does. Kills both of them. Ooh, What did we get there? We got an auto rifle. So that has a 0.5% chance of occurring. Lucky us. Now we are in business. We have a lot of rifle rounds. We're pretty good with a rifle. I changed the... Let's see, what else did I change? I'm not sure if I changed the bone dagger. I think I gave it a little more durability so it's not completely worthless. Ooh, we have all sorts of stuff we can make. Razor fists no longer take composite cloth. And they have more durability, so they're not a worthless recipe. What are our chances for this? Oof. Not great, actually. I think we can get a skill up by making our improvised lockpicks first. Which would give us a slightly better chance of opening that weapon locker down there. Now, is there anything else? What are our chances for the diagnostic chip? 50-50. Ooh, I have 3 of these. What are my chances for the sharpening kit? We do need some way of repairing our re. And we have a 99% chance, so I am going to go for that. I believe labs have a minimum of 3 charges, so this could be our last one. 70%? I think I'm going to wait. We still have melee, and we have a way to repair our melee, so we don't desperately need the spore dagger yet. I don't want to use my energy cells, because those can keep feeding my Hiver tool. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make a diagnostic chip. And we got it. Oops. And we do have one more, at least one more charge left on our lab. Now what would we like? We have an armor biomod and 2 weapon. I'm going to try to get a weapon biomod. Flawed targeting is not great. We'll just go ahead and toss that. I think at this point a bypass circuit is a good bet. But do you use a bypass circuit to make a bypass circuit? I actually tend to do this, especially on the Hiver, just because it means more skill ups. So let's go for it. We got it, and we got a level. This lab is being very kind to us. We have 2 bones, but we don't want to use them because we need both of them to make the spore lance, hopefully someday. It is way too difficult for it to be worth it right now. I guess we'll just try to make a door spike. Can be useful to get us out of... No, we do have 5... We have 5 breaching charges, so if we drop down into a really challenging room, we do have a way of getting out if we need to escape. Hinge spike? I probably want to change hinge spikes. They're 2 spaces, so they're very difficult to carry around. But it is a mech skill up, so I'm going to use it. Alright. No, I don't want you, flawed targeting. Good lab. Alright. We know that he's here. walk over to this spot, we can see him. Take a shot with our auto rifle. Excellent. The auto rifle really is a huge gain. We now have range as our melee Rapari here. It'll allow us to kill enemies quicker, therefore save food. Hello. Goodbye. Now, because we can hear that spider still coming, that means it has the ability to break down doors. So it's, Doomstalker, I believe they're called. The ones that do a lot of damage. So we'll try to make some distance here. He's gonna throw a grenade at us. Oh, okay. Kill him, because he's a way bigger threat. Then kill him. We have a 50-50 chance. Awesome. We'll see if we can get any more lockpicking skill ups before we try that. On other classes, we might have tried backtracking, but not really an option on our hungry hippo here. I am going to expend this since we have energy cells. The mech skill ups and the food are all very needed. Serum is okay. We can use that to make medkits with our antibiotics here. More healing means more food, basically, because you don't need to rest heal as much. That's a very low chance. Did we have a digital interpreter on this run? Yes, no. Yeah, there it is. But how many energy cells do we have? We have 2. I'm going to use it because food is so valuable. Sadly, we did not get it. Sounds like there aren't any more security bots on this level. But something's walking. Could be a stone mole. Yeah, it's a stone mole. Those guys take a lot of ammo to take care of. Here we have a charge hub that I could have tried to use for my digital interpreter, but then I would have to walk back. Is this room worth it? There could be insta-healing in here, so I guess I have to. This is a good shot there. Wow, one-shot him. We'll reload our assault flamer while this guy takes damage. And there's a medical locker. Don't want to melee these guys. They give disease and attack you 3 times, I believe. I'm actually going to spend the food to walk back here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. I forgot to use my digital interpreter, and that's not real. Here we see our Ree is injured, or damaged. So it's a good thing we have the sharpening kit. brain soup. Which I don't believe heals you. Yeah, it just feeds you and gives you psionics, so not what we wanted, sadly. A real bonehead maneuver, not using our digital interpreter for that. And we need to eat. We don't need to sleep, we do have a level up, so I won't use the ice gem yet. Use our other sot switch. Make sure we're reloaded. And I think we'll do one more floor in this video. That's a sludge horror, so he only moves one. This guy can do the most damage, so we'll take him out. Ooh. We have something big and scary coming. Probably a good time to level with very little health. We're going to keep leveling perception. We finally have Psi Shield. It's a miracle. And what else are we going to keep leveling here? Almost to the point where we can start leveling pistol. I'm going to level rifle a bit, since we have our auto rifle now. I think blade is probably good for now. I'll level foraging a bit. And we'll hold on to our point to see what we need. Yeah, sludge horrors can now crash through doors. It always seemed odd that they couldn't, and you could just hide behind the door and make them take a path around to you. They and the large scorpions can now bash down doors. Okay, now how to handle these guys. You do not want to hit them in melee, because they do a lot of damage. Their animations are fixed, but I have no intention of trying to show you that now. So, I think because we have so many rifle rounds, we'll use this. Okay, he's bleeding now. Hopefully the Re will finish him off. Indeed. Seems like a good time to use our Assault Flamer and hit 5 enemies. Ow! See, they do a... Yeah, it must have a very high penetration, because they do damage armor a lot. These guys have very low armor, something like 20, so... We'll let the flame do as much damage as possible. One of them was nice enough to draw meat, so that's good. And we killed him. I probably should have used the pepper box there to do the AoE. A punch claw, 2 bones, which is nice. 3 tainted meat is awesome. How was our armor doing? Because it took a lot of damage there. Okay. I see a couple more open doors here and here. I'm gonna go get those, and then try to get the weapon locker on the next floor. Get this guy's attention. We do not want to fight him while other people are attacking. This is the guy that wrecked us a couple floors ago. Where did he go? That was well handled. Definitely do not want to pick up this floor key. In the mod, I did remove early floor key drops from lockers. They're not only worthless, but people have a tendency to pick them up without intending to, which costs you a lot of lockpicking skill ups. See, I'm using my auto rifle pretty liberally. Just want to use it to save food. Oh, see, there you go. So this will no longer give me a lock-picking skill up. Still not hitting very well with that. We were already diseased, so went ahead and meleeed that guy. I guess now's a good time to go open, or try to open that locker over here. Disease did worsen. Now we don't want to try to open this while our disease is active. That'll just reduce our chances to open it. We do have aggressive antibiotics now. And a 78% chance to use it. How are we doing on food here? Ah, here's a good thing to do. Always, if you're diseased and you want to eat tainted meat, now's the time to do it, because it can't give you its level 2 disease while you have level 4. We're going to go ahead and start resting, and we'll see how the disease treats us. Hopefully it'll start to go down, but if not, we do have aggressive antibiotics and antibiotics to use. I'd like to keep the antibiotics to make improvised medkits if possible, although that's debatable because Rapari's medical skill is so bad that he doesn't have a very good chance of making it. See, we're just fluctuating between 3 and 4 here. You can really see that negative 15 hurting Rapari. Alright. But our finesse has gotten above 45, so it's not currently affecting our ability to open this. And I'm going to go ahead and spend a point to get the 3 in lockpicking. We got it! Ah, and here's another new item. It's not a new item, but it's new that this item doesn't suck. Wow, and 5 energy cells. That's a lot. If you've played the pit before and gotten this weapon, you know it used to be garbage. It did 40 damage with 0 penetration, and so it was only useful against, I don't know, toxoids, things like that, but it only had 15 shots anyway, so it was basically an energy backpack. Now, however, it has 25 shots, and it does respectable TK fist damage of 80. So, and what was the racial penalty? Okay, it's human, I believe. Yeah, it's human, so not too bad. Alright. Now this floor has been amazing to us. We still have no insta-healing, but we got 2 really good weapons. Both long range, which really helps out our starting weaponry here. These disruption traps do a lot of psi damage now. I think they'll just reduce your psi to 50% or 0. Not a big deal for Rapari, but for other classes it could be a huge deal. We're going to keep trying to move fast here. Not sure where that healer guy went. Just going to use the door to keep him at bay. Do we have better accuracy with our fists? We do. And he's dead. Now we can kill this guy. Who else is in here? Ooh, a cooker. Very nice. Thank you for dropping rifle rounds. We could try to outrun this guy, but again, food issues being what they are. I will, however, try to be a little greedy. Alright. Nearly paid for it, because I think he got a health tick right before I attacked him. Wow, 28 rifle rounds. That's awesome. See if we get anything good here. Duct tape. Not great, but not bad. Teleport traps are very useful to have. I will definitely be trying to pick that up after I've made the floor a little more safe. Looks like we got another bear coming. What kind? Oh, you again. That's some more serum, which is decent. They don't have the best drops, so tend to like avoiding them if possible. Candy eggs, cool. I don't like chocolate eggs because those are insta-healing, but something is better than nothing. Alright, what can we make? We can theoretically make a lot of stuff. I have improved the food pellets recipe. When this originally came out, it gave you 5 food pellets, which was way too much. Then they nerfed it to 2, which seems too little. It doesn't make sense to use it unless you've got way more primordial soup than exotic proteins, because energy drink is better. But so it's 3 now, so it's good but not overpowered. This would be a form of healing, but we are very unlikely to make it. However, we're not terribly likely to make other things, and it's not like we're going to make pit stew almost ever with this guy. Eggnog is difficult, and not nearly as good as it used to be. I'm actually going to roll the dice on this, I believe. Just in the hopes of getting some sort of healing. Like, now that I have 2 awesome weapons, I would hate for this run to die just because I don't have any healing. I have no way of upping my medical skill, so I'm just going to go for it. Wish me luck. And we got it. Awesome. Okay, now I think given that, we're just going to keep working on our biotech skill here. Just failed on meat. Just failed on cooked meat. Well, better on a cooked meat than almost anything else. Still no war bread, so couldn't make sausages. Sausages are more worth it to make. I didn't improve them at all, but hero sausages aren't nearly as overpowered as they used to be. Now this looks like this might be only one way, so I'm going to go here before I go too far over to the right. Minimize the amount of backtracking. Got some sort of wolf coming. We'll do our normal door trick here. Oh, and it's an uber wolf. That's rough. They have pretty decent power, so even with Psy Shield, there's a pretty good chance he's gonna fear me. And I didn't reload my auto rifle. Now, sometimes the enemies tend to like to be across from you, so he might spend a turn going here and then opening the door, as you can see. So that gave me time to load my auto rifle. Definitely don't want to try to fight him while he's invisible. Okay. He didn't fear us, thankfully. And he paralyzed us twice, which is really lucky. And we got a level up. After this level up, I'm probably going to try to use my, memory optimizer, just to get us closer to having more healing. Alright, take another 50-50 here. These have been pretty good so far. Not that time, though. Myomar bundles, I believe. These are... You can use them to make the... What's it called? The darter that shoots twice. Which normally you almost never make, because it takes compression chambers. But now that compression chambers are a little more likely to drop, because you can get them from Saber Jaeger bears, it's hopeful that we'll actually be able to make that weapon a little more often. No, not that way. Okay. Golden bear. Not too bad. A lot of really good players always advocate moving every time it's your turn, just to make it so they might choose to move rather than attack. I haven't investigated the code to see if that actually makes sense, but may as well use it. And I didn't see what color that was, unfortunately. Okay. No risk of fear, just a lot of damage. Always a good thing to check up on your damaged items. I can't count the number of times I was waiting to make sure that durability was a little bit low before I used nano reconstructors, only to have my armor or... Oh, no. My armor or important weapon just get destroyed on me. There are no backsies in this game, so you will pay for any stupid mistakes you make. See, just knowing that he has a movement of 4, and we didn't have to take any damage from him. Now there are Jaegers, or possibly Cyberwolves about. You can hear that ghostly sound. So we want to get ourselves close to a door, just in case it is a Cyberwolf. Now, because he paused for a second, there may be a chance that he saw me, but I couldn't see him, because Rapari is stupid. So I'm going to go ahead and hide behind the door. Definitely don't rest when you have an invisible enemy coming, because you don't see him, you don't stop resting. That was a mistake on my part. I have less than 50 health. You can see he will definitely do more than that on his next turn, so we have to level up here. We'll keep that finesse coming. I'm going to put a little bit more into resistance. I want this to last a little bit longer. You can see currently it'll last for 9 turns. We're almost to the point of getting our manipulation, at which point we can stop leveling TK. I would like my auto rifle to hit a little more. And again, we'll hold on to this one for now. I don't want to approach from this side because there's no... It's easier to get caught. It's harder to sneak up on the door that way. So I was going to come this way, but it looks like we have another Jaeger coming. I'm going to use this trick. Ooh, that's a Cyberwolf. I was going to say I was going to use this trick to be able to pop out while he was in my vision. But we will go ahead and get our Psi shield on. Got him. Nice. You can see all those points we've been putting in the blade really paid off there. Means we were actually able to hit an invisible enemy. Now, hopefully, because of those Jaegers, that'll mean there won't be too many other enemies here. I definitely want to approach that guy from this side so we can get more distance. Machine pistol doesn't have very good range. So with any luck, we'll be able to get the first shot on him. Where is he? Very good. Sadly, not the best security room. We got teleported. That does remind me I was going to try to pick up that teleport trap, so just go ahead and do that now. With luck, even if this fails, it'll teleport me to the top right. Or we'll resist it. Okay. I believe that's based off your finesse, whether or not you can resist it, but I'm not exactly sure. This is probably not worth using our last improvised lockpick on, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 damaged items. We got a metric ton of shotgun shells. That's awesome. And pick up everything again. Get our armor back on. Alright, so we got through a couple more floors. Our situation is much better than when we left it. We don't have any insta-healing now, which is scary. Except for this, which is semi-instant. But we have good weaponry. I actually haven't even used the thumper yet. Sadly, my vision range is so bad that it makes it hard to use the range on some of these weapons. But I am going to call that a video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.